V by Nikolai Gogol. Horror novella. Part 3. A reverse crescent moon shone in the sky. The timid midnight radiance lay lightly as a transparent blanket and steamed over the earth. Forest, meadows, sky, valleys, all seemed to be sleeping with open eyes. Not a flutter of wind anywhere. There was something damply warm in the night's freshness. The shadows of trees and bushes, like comets, fell in sharp wedges over the sloping plain. Such was the night when the philosopher Khoma Brut galloped with an incomprehensible rider on his back. He felt some languid, unpleasant, and at the same time sweet feeling coming into his heart. He lowered his head and saw that the grass, which was almost under his feet, seemed to be growing deep and distant, and that over it there was water as transparent as a mountain spring, and he clearly saw his own reflection in it, together with the old woman sitting on his back. Is he seeing it, or is he not? Is he awake or asleep? But what now? What is it? Thought the philosopher Khoma Brut, looking down as he raced on at top speed. Sweat streamed from him. He felt some demonically sweet feeling. He felt some piercing, some languidly terrible pleasure. It often seemed to him as if his heart were no longer there at all, and in fear he would clutch at it with his hand. Exhausted, bewildered, he began to recall all the prayers he ever knew. He ran through all the exorcisms against spirits, and suddenly felt some relief. He felt his step beginning to become lazier. The witch held somehow more weakly to his back. Thick grass touched him, and he no longer saw anything extraordinary in it. All right then, thought the philosopher Khoma, and he began saying exorcisms almost aloud. Finally, quick as lightning, he jumped from under the old woman, and in his turn leapt on her back. With her small, quick step, the old woman ran so fast that the rider could hardly catch his breath. The earth just flashed beneath him. Everything was clear in the moonlight, though the moon was not full. The valleys were smooth, but owing to the speed, everything flashed vaguely and confusedly in his eyes. He snatched up a billet lying in the road and started beating the old woman as hard as he could with it. She let out wild screams. First they were angry and threatening, then they turned weaker, more pleasant, pure, and then soft, barely ringing like fine silver bells, penetrating his soul. A thought flashed inadvertently in his head. Is this really an old woman? Oh, I can't take any more, she said in exhaustion, and fell to the ground. He got to his feet and looked into her eyes. Dawn was breaking, and the golden domes of Kiev's churches shone in the distance. Before him lay a beauty with a disheveled, luxurious braid and long, pointy eyelashes. Insensibly, she spread her bare white arms and moaned, looking up with tear-filled eyes. Khoma trembled like a leaf on a tree. Pity and some strange excitement and timidity, incomprehensible to himself, came over him. He broke into a headlong run. His heart beat uneasily on the way, and he was quite unable to explain to himself this strange new feeling that had come over him,
He no longer wanted to go around to the farmsteads and hastened back to Kiev, pondering this incomprehensible incident as he went. The story continues in part 4.